All right. I think we are recording now. Thank you all so much for being here. Welcome to the Lifestyles Refresh class. I hope it will be very, very refreshing for you. Okay, so I am super excited that you guys have joined me tonight because I get to go over all of this with you and spend some time with you this evening. So in case you don't know me, I'm Sherry Hester, and really, I'm just someone just like you, probably, who had a lot of questions about my health at one point and was wondering how to do life in the way that would best serve me and my family and help me to be my best self. Um, I was looking for some answers. So if you want to be better tomorrow than you are today, then you're in the right place. Yay. I've been with Young Living for 14 years. I can't believe it. And I've learned so much about myself and about others and how our bodies work and how to use the best tools. What are the best tools to use with our bodies through all these products and the things we're going to talk about tonight? I really, this is super important to me. I really want to empower you. That's the best thing, right? Empower you to make your own decisions. I I can't say never, but I will try to never tell you that you're doing something wrong. Sometimes when I get very excited and passionate, it might sound that way, but I never intend to do that. That's not my intention. Um, but I really want this to be a place where we can all just um, think together and think critically and ask questions and take small, very small steps of action. You know, it's all about baby steps, right? It's baby steps. Things don't happen overnight. It's cumulative. It's one baby step at a time. I don't want this to be overwhelming. You know, we live in a world where there's so much going on all the time. I know, I'm pretty sure I know that none of you who have hopped onto this call tonight, it's not because you didn't have anything better to do, right? Or nothing to think about. I imagine that you came here tonight, unless I twisted your arm, that you're looking for something. You're looking for something that might make it a little bit easier for you and would solve some of your problems. And that's exactly what we're here for, right? I want to help you find solutions. That's why we're here. Find solutions to some of the things that are most bothering you, the things that are hard for you right now, hard for your family right now, things that are causing you to miss out on things that you might want to do or miss out on feeling the way you want to feel. You are welcome here. You are welcome wherever you are in that process. So I was there once, right? Or I am there, wherever you are. I mean, or I'm going to be there. We're all in this together. So I'm really glad that you're here to learn tonight. This class hopefully will be between 30 and 40 minutes long if I talk fast. And then at the end, we'll have a little Q&A to answer some of your questions. So I'm going to pop up my little visual for you right now. So let me get that going and hopefully it'll work. You're going to tell me if hopefully you see it. Okay, you guys see that? See something? Okay, I'm going to get rid of this black thing. There's always that black thing at the top. I can't hide. There. Okay, now I know it's in the middle, but it's going to go away. It's going to go away in just a second. All right, let's get started. Okay, welcome to, guess what? The Lifestyle Refresh class. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about what it looked like to take a few first steps and to kind of think through what it is that you might want to change, right? If you could take some aspect of your life and instead of continuing on the same path you've been on, what is it that you would like to be different? Because I feel like we all kind of have those places that we settle into and we kind of get used to, you know, being in a certain way, and we sort of forget that there's a potential for something better. We get stuck in our ruts. And, one of the things that I've learned through this process of health is that there are no dead ends. There are no dead ends. I truly believe that if we remain curious about our health, and if you stay in a place where you're asking those questions and you're really investigating and looking into the options, that there's always a way to improve. There's always a way to learn something new and to have a new way of doing health that could take you to a place you might not even realize that you could obtain. So essential oils can be really, really helpful and a beautiful part of your everyday routine. I think a lot of people think of them kind of in a limited way, right? Like they only have this little purpose, but really from health to cleaning to emotions, you name it, they really can be they can make a tremendous difference in the way that you're taking care of yourself. It's pretty simple. Sometimes watching people, when you're seeing people maybe on social media, or maybe if you've even seen me do some weird things, you might think like, oh my gosh, I can never get the hang of this. Look at all the things she's doing or they're doing. They're dropping oils everywhere. They're putting them in this little thing that breathes out vapors, and like, well, what the heck is all that? I could never do all that. And it looks all crazy. But really, once you've done it just a little bit, then you can really, it becomes a habit, right? You wake up in the morning and you have all these oils, all of these choices, all of these things right in front of you. And you know that whatever comes to you in the course of your day, you have tools. They're right there. They're in your home, right in front of you. And that gives you kind of a peace of mind. It does me, even if all I had, which, if you look behind me, I've got a bunch more, but even if I only had the oils and the things we're going to talk about tonight, I think I would know, I would have peace of mind that I have the tools I need to help me with anything, any body system issue, any emotional issue, anything. So there's really not a person in the world that can't use what we have. I am so passionate about this because I don't want people missing out on what all of this has brought to my life. Here we go. Okay. Okay, so we're trying to create an environment of health, right? So these small changes really can add up over time. A few steps taken daily can lead to a completely different trajectory a year from now. So it's kind of like, if you're walking on a path like this, right? And if you're with someone and, this is the path, but you decide to just go a little bit over here, right? You're going to go this way. Well, if you keep going that way for a long enough time, right? This person's here, you're going to be so far away from where this person went if they went in a straight line. In other words, when you make a little change, a little shift, it can make a world of difference down the line and in your life. So, if you feel like where you're headed right now it's a place of overwhelm or desperation or getting sicker and more tired, and you look around and you see a society that's doing the same thing and going in the same direction, it's like the blind leading the blind. Just realize it's not this overwhelming. I'm going to do everything different starting tonight, right? If you just simply turn this far, just this differently, you can be in a completely different place a year from now, 2 years, 5 years, and not even recognize yourself, as so many of us don't today. I'm a totally different person. And it's not just my health. It's everything. It's who I am. It's who I am. So, here's a little sobering reminder. So just because we assume that something is safe and it's tested and it's on our shelves for purchase, unfortunately, that doesn't make it so. There's a lot of greenwashing going on today. You know, those attention grabbing labels with the pretty green leaves on them and those health buzzwords written all over the labels. So here's the sad truth. Many of the ingredients that are in all of these products, any of your products really, have been grandfathered in from almost 50 years ago. The TSCA, which stands for the Toxic Substances Control Act of 1976, grandfathered in approximately 65 to 100,000 chemicals currently on the market today that they didn't test and they didn't determine if they were safe. It was just too much to test them all. So they said, you know, we're just going to say that these are good, and moving forward, we're going to start testing. That's a little scary. That's scary for me, but it's really important to know this. Of the chemicals that have been tested, toxic labeling, it's only labeled toxic, right? It's only required if 50% or more of the animals tested die. 50%. And it's still unknown on people. No one's done it on people. But if 50% of the animals die, then it's toxic. Well, I'm sorry, but I don't have massive confidence in the things that are being labeled as safe on the shelves after that. That standard I would like that standard to be a little bit higher for me to be comfortable. So there's lots of things that we use here in the US that other countries are not even willing to use. As of today, the European Union, the EU, as they call it, has banned 1,300 chemicals in cosmetics. The FDA in America has banned only 11. I'm pretty uncomfortable with this lack of disclosure, right? Like, unfortunately, this is the thing. There's lots of big money to be made today in saying that something's green and clean, right? So we have to watch out for that. These companies realize that if they can mark something up 15 to 20%, if they put a leaf on it, or if they label it natural, they can mark it up. They can get more money for it. And it's very, very unregulated. And that's why we have to take it upon ourselves to become educated consumers. We have to learn how to read our labels. We've got to be label readers. And we have to understand what's going on. So we have to protect our future generations and our current children and our health, and take responsibility on ourselves to understand, because we really can't trust anyone else to be doing that. Okay. So we're going to talk about the F word here. Fragrance. Okay. So you know how the scent of your favorite candle or laundry detergent can linger for days after it's used? Well, that's actually not a good thing. The reason for that strong smell is a chemical, and it's called a phthalate, and it can wreak havoc on your hormones. There's also a correlation between phthalates and a higher incidence of food and environmental allergies, which that's going through the roof right now. Look around. How many people? You could take a poll. You could be sitting in a room with 10 people and say, how many of you have allergies? I bet you almost every single one would raise their hand. It's crazy. We're seeing more of that every single day. Every single day it gets more. So these synthetic chemical fragrances are found in all store-bought personal care products, perfumes, plug-ins, please don't use plug-ins, plug-ins and air fresheners, cleaners, laundry supplies, especially dryer sheets. Those are the worst. And even fragrance-free stuff. So there are even fragrances involved in calling something fragrance-free. Isn't that crazy? I know, it does make sense. So one reason a company might list fragrance versus individual ingredients is because, see, when you read the labels on your stuff, It could just say fragrance. You don't know, that is like a catchphrase. You don't know what is lurking behind that word. You have no idea, because they're allowed to use that word to just put a bunch of ingredients in there. And they don't have to tell you what it is, because it's proprietary information, where it's just so another company can't copy their product. Now, I'll give you this. There are some legit products out there that say fragrance and have legit ingredients in them. But the thing is, you don't know that unless you know the company. You just don't know that, because they don't have to tell you. You just need to know your company really well. It's difficult to know if the word fragrance hides a secret behind it, a secret blend, or a toxic cocktail. You just don't know. And like I said, they do that because it's a trade secret and they don't have to tell you. When you're smelling a smell in Young Living products, what do you think of the fragrances? It's just oils. Oils. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's what we use for our fragrance. And we use these oils, and they have worked Young Living works so hard to make sure they are super clean and full of benefits for us. So ditching fragrance can be it can make such a huge difference on your health. So that's the first thing that we need to talk about. That's really, really important. That would be the first thing that I would suggest. I've seen people that in days of taking out fragrance from their home, from stopping throwing out I don't want to call out the laundry detergent, but there's one that smells very, very strong, that you can actually see in days difference in your skin. All of a sudden you have a rash that goes away, difference in your breathing, difference in headaches, moods. It affects all of that. So many aspects of your health can simply be removed by taking fragrance out of your life. And even if you aren't one who struggles with respiratory issues or headaches or skin irritations or other stuff like that, you can see a change in your health. Chemicals like phthalates can worsen conditions like eczema and asthma, and it disrupts the hormonal balance of our bodies. So recent studies have shown that testosterone levels are on the decline, and chemicals like phthalates are the culprit. They are in so many things that we use daily. So making simple swaps can have such a huge impact. So let's just talk about essential oils for a second. So essential oils are so fascinating. They are a way to harness this incredible power of nature. They are the aromatic compounds naturally found in shrubs, flowers, roots, leaves, stems, and other parts of the plants. The power of essential oils lies in its individual constituents and the synergy between those constituents, the way that they all work together. The part of the plant, it's kind of like an immune system, and its innate system is in the oils. So there's some fancy long names and terms that show you what it is, but they all have their superpowers, and they were designed to keep bugs away, or the way they were designed to do certain things to protect themselves. And all of those benefits that are in the oils that protect the oils, they are usable in our bodies for the same things. We're very symbiotic. Plants and humans really are very, very similar. And they're also easily recognized by the body. When we put oils in our body, our bodies know what they are. The body says, oh, I know what to do with that, because our bodies and plants were designed to work together. Essential oils were designed to be able to penetrate cell membranes and travel easily through the blood and tissues. Each cell in the body is surrounded by this lipid membrane, which is good. It's good. The membrane is good because it keeps out what we don't want. It keeps it just inside that cell, right? And a lot of money goes towards creating solutions to keeping things out of these cells. But it can be really hard to get into those problem areas in our bodies because they're protected. But oils can go through it. They're perfectly designed to help our bodies. They're these small ringed structures and lipid soluble that can go into our cells. They can go into cells. They can reach in, clean things out, and give us what we need, help us to heal, help the body to do what it does best. And there's really nothing magical about what we're using. Oils are just plants, but they were created for us to use, and we work together. They're beautiful, and your body is beautiful. Your body is this beautiful creation. I know it's sometimes hard for us to wrap our head around that because we're so used to thinking about all the things that are wrong with our body. But our bodies are magnificent. They were made with such purpose and intention to do the most incredible things, to take care of you, to recover, to be full of energy, to accomplish things, to reproduce, to think, to create. It is mind-boggling to think what our bodies can do. So when you hand these amazing bodies of ours these tools to work with, you're unstoppable together. I mean, I love this idea of working with my body to allow it to do what it needs. I just love that. So why Young Living? Okay, so when it comes to bringing products into our homes, we want to be careful. As we've already talked about, there's a lot of stuff out there. So you need to be careful what you bring into your home. But I don't know about you, but I don't have time to sit around and read label after label after label when I'm going grocery shopping, or even when I brought things home in my own home. I don't have time. So it's really important to me to find a company that I solely understand, trust, identify with, believe in, and know what their heart is. Young Living is a company that is dedicated to purity and purpose. They are family owned. That's huge. You guys, they don't have to answer to investors or to people who just want to see a bottom line work, because honestly, it's really hard to make a bottom line work with purity and quality, because purity and quality is expensive. And most companies don't want to put money into that. But Young Living does. They are so passionate about people. They're very passionate about what they do. They are very passionate about their oils being kept the way they were supposed to be, intact in the way that the plant produced them, and they do tons of research. They have huge science going on over there. Recently, I heard the story about a scientist coming in from another place. He was kind of coming in to analyze it and to make recommendations and to supervise. And he was just blown away. He said, I don't understand how you're selling these products for this price, because nobody makes products this clean. Nobody can afford to make products this clean. He thought he was coming in to tell Young Living what to do and what to change. And he left and he said, I'm just blown away. I've never seen anything like this. So it's real, guys. It's real. Let's talk about some oils, shall we? So tonight, instead of going oil by oil, we're going to talk issues, okay? So hopefully you guys have identified some issues that you would like to address in your life that would be better. It'd be great if you didn't have to deal with these issues. So we're going to start with sleep, because sleep is a big issue for many of us. So we all want to sleep well. We all need to sleep well. It's foundational to our health. So if we want to refresh our health, we need to be resting. It can change absolutely everything. So in our starter bundle, which we're going to be talking about a lot of the oils that come in our starter bundle, there are several oils that can help the body to rest. Two of my favorites are lavender and peace and calming. So lavender has been used for centuries for calming and relaxing properties. Our great grandmothers were using lavender to put on our pillows, in our mattresses, to wrap up clothes, to add to handkerchiefs, AKA the first diffuser ever Can you imagine? You guys, I still use a handkerchief as a diffuser. When people go into the hospital, I like to take a clean handkerchief with me and then bring in oil and put a little oil on the handkerchief that they can keep, because, you know, usually you're not allowed to put oils on your body when you're going into surgery. And sometimes they don't fancy you running a diffuser in your room. So, but a handkerchief is something you can just hold with you, put it under your pillow. It's so great. That was a little extra there. But I love that. But lavender is kind of like the grandmother of all oils, right? She's there whenever you need her. She's strong and steady and nurturing. She calms emotions and racing thoughts. She soothes bumps and bruises. She even helps restore us when we're feeling down physically. And lavender can also help with the respiratory system, especially when there's a lot of pollen flying around, like now. And it's great to soothe skin when it's seen a little too much sun and stuff like that. Peace and calming is great if you want to pull yourself out of a frantic state and into a state of breathing out the things that you don't want and breathing in the things that you do want. Very calming, very restful. It's great during times of stress, or for little ones, it is fabulous for kids to calm down during school or after. I have so many stories. I used to teach preschool dance for years. We're talking 3 and 4-year-olds, and over again, I would have kids come in crying. The best story though I have is a little boy, and he couldn't even catch his breath. He wanted his mommy so bad. He was right like that. Now I will never put an oil on a child without their parents' permission, right? But I just said, I put some on my hand. I said, can you come over here? I just want you to smell my hand for just a second. And literally I watched it. Within like 2 seconds, he stopped. Where do you want me to stand? I'm not kidding. My daughter worked with kids out of camp. Peace and calming. Peace and calming for kids is amazing. Okay, pampering your skin. All right, so guess what? You're going to see some of these oils repeated, which is our intention tonight, because I want you to see how you can use these oils for so many different things. So let's just talk about your skin for a minute. Okay, these oils have massive benefits for our skin. Our skin is our largest organ. Skin on our face actually takes the largest hit, because think about it. We're out in the sun, we're out in the wind, we wear makeup, we have the natural process of aging happening. And over time, it really does a number on our skin, right? So frankincense, or Frank, as I fondly like to refer to him on a first name basis, Frank is just full of antioxidants. You know what antioxidants do? They reverse the aging process. Yeah, Frank will be your best friend too. You know, and what that looks like, you know how with an apple, when you cut it open, it starts to turn brown? That's oxidation happening, right? That's what's happening to us on a daily basis. Like an apple, we're turning brown inside. So we don't want that to happen. So we will talk about some other products too tonight about that fight that oxidation, right? That are antioxidants. The Frank works to reverse all that. Fine lines, little wrinkles. You know, I do a glow serum where I use frankincense, and it's just lovely. I just put it on my skin every single night. Lavender again. Here we go with lavender. If your skin needs anything and you don't know what to do, grab lavender. It's such a go-to for everything. Lavender, it's great for beauty. It's great for first aid. It's gentle and calming, as we already said. It's great for natural regeneration of the skin and healing. Lavender is a key player in your wellness kit. It just needs to be in everybody's medicine chest, right? Yeah, and you'll notice that lavender is going to creep up again and again and again. They say, I think it's lavender that they call the Swiss Army knife of oils, because it has so many uses. Okay, breathing easy Anybody have interesting issues with that? So breathing is a huge, huge part of the benefits of essential oils, right? Because the aromatic process of breathing in is what we do. We breathe it in from our hands. We use diffusers. Breathing oils is part of what we do. And it's an easy move for our respiratory system to take those in as we're breathing it in and to remove things that are not helpful. Our respiratory system just says a big thank you when we do that. So Raven is a blend. It's an amazing oil blend, and it contains camphor. And, you know, that's something that you will see a synthetic version of a lot in some of the over-the-counter rubs. And the synthetic versions can really cause a lot of problems. But of course, in our oils, the camphor is in its totally natural state, and it's super beneficial for our lungs. And it's so refreshing. Raven has Ravensara in it, which is the camphor, Eucalyptus radiata, lemon, peppermint, and wintergreen. And it's really crisp and refreshing. And this is just my go-to oil when I want to breathe, just when I want to breathe, okay? And then look, we have lavender again. So as we said before, it's very calming. So not only can it calm our skin and our emotions, it can also calm our respiratory system. See, so once the whole idea of this class is like, once you get the idea of what an oil is or does, you can put it to so many uses and see how you can use it in so many ways. Lemon is something that helps us break up junk. And I want you to really, really think about what I just said, because lemon can break up things. It is a breaker upper. We'll talk about that in a minute, but it helps to cleanse and detoxify. It's great for cleanses. And it's great to put in water. I drink lemon water every single morning. That's how I start my day. It's very detoxifying, very cleansing. And it's great to use on your chest when you need a little breathing exercise. So lemon, I don't know how to say this word, but it's the word for breaking up phlegm. It's mucolyptic, I think, lytic. But it helps to break up all that stuff, right? That settles in our chest when our defenses go down. And just FYI, I can't use any disease names and things like that. You can't do that. But if you think about other things that might happen in your internal organs that might need dissolving or breaking up, lemon is your best friend. Okay, peppermint helps to cool and cleanse and open those airways. You know, if you have ever put peppermint on your hand and put it up to your nose, you can feel that going all the way down. And it's like, oh, you can breathe. You can breathe. It's great to use while you're working out, right? You take deep breaths of it while you're working out, and it helps expand your airways. You get more energy and get more oxygen moving in your body, so you can have a better workout and you can breathe better. FYI, right now, I know that I'm making this class to be evergreen, so this might not pertain depending on when you're watching this video, but right now we are doing a Breathe Easy challenge over in Facebook. And if you have any breathing issues at all, I really encourage you to join this challenge. All it is a group full of education about how to use oils and natural products to help you breathe easier, especially during certain seasons. So it's great. I will be happy to tell you where to find that. And there's also a code to join, and I would be happy to give that to you. Okay, so getting well. So this is for like when you're just a little under, right? When you're starting to feel like something's coming on, what should you pull out? So Thieves is the go-to oil for kicking the ick, right? In our bodies and in our homes. It fights germs like nothing else. It has rosemary, lemon, eucalyptus radiata, cinnamon, and clove. And each one of those has a cleansing and purifying property. It makes Thieves the go-to for immune health. You can diffuse it. You can apply it on you. You can ingest the Thieves Vitality. You get this oil in you and on you and around you all the time. Whenever I'm feeling a little under, I do all the things thieves. It's just, that's another must, a must for your medicine cabinet. So if you don't know the story of thieves, it's kind of interesting. It's a weird name for an oil, right? So the Thieves Blend was formulated based off of research recorded in the archives of the British Museum Library about a group of 14th century European perfumers and spice traders who rubbed oils on themselves while they robbed the dead and the dying. They weren't getting sick themselves. So when they were finally caught, the powers that be said, we'll go easy on you if you will just tell us why the heck you are not dying and getting this disease. And they said that they applied these oils on their bodies before doing anything. So if you ever get the plague, go for the thieves. Okay, Digize. It's your digestive support, anything tummy and stomach. It has tarragon, ginger, peppermint, juniper, fennel, lemongrass, anise, and patchouli. It's soothing for any digestive issue, whether you need to get things moving or you need to stop things from moving. That's what's so cool about our oils, guys, that what they do is they don't heal you. They get your body working in the way it's supposed to be working. They enable your body to do its best work. So many of these oils go either way. They don't just solve one problem. They're getting that system in balance. So if your digestive system is out of whack and you need it to do one thing, it'll do that. If you need it to do another, it'll do that. It does whatever is needed. So it's very intuitive too. It just knows. So when you're needing, no matter if I think I probably have it over by the bed. Do I still have it? No, got it over the bed because I've been using it every single night because I have a little something going on with my neck. So when you're needing a little TLC from tension, aches, pains, stiff neck, sleeping badly, muscle joint, or even just the sheer weight of exhaustion, just needing a little like that, Panaway. Panaway is your best friend. Like I said, I've been putting on my shoulders every night. It helps me sleep. I love it so much. It's cooling and it's beautiful for helping you soothe those pains. It has clove in it, which we know numbs things. That clove was the original thing that dentists used to use to put in your mouth before we had Novocaine. So think about that, right? It's numbing your pain. Helichrysum, peppermint, wintergreen, and it's just better than any of those over-the-counter things you can buy. It's so great. Okay. Refreshing your spaces. So we all want our homes to smell clean and yummy and fresh, right? So when it comes to keeping your homes clean, crisp, and smelling cozy, these two oils are fabulous. Citrus oils in general are bright and uplifting. They're cleansing and purifying, and they're very calming to the emotions. So these two, you can use them in DIY recipes, in laundry, in the dishes, just pretty much anything. Oh, and also, let's just talk about diffusing. It's such a great health habit because not only will your home and your office and your car smell amazing, you can actually support specific needs or body systems at the same time as you're smelling, as your home is smelling fabulous, right? So you can use citrus fresh or lemon in your diffuser to make your home smell great, just like you deep cleaned it. And even if you didn't, it can still smell good. And what I love about when we diffuse, it doesn't just coat the smell. It actually eliminates bad odors and replaces them with something else. So lemon is fresh and purifying, and we've already talked about lemon, right? It's like a ray of sunshine. It's like other citrus oils. It's very high in limonene. And look that up because that's a super powerful thing there. It's a great thing. It's a constituent that loves the immune system, and it makes it a really great choice to clean the ick while you're cleaning, right? Citrus fresh, that's all by the way, citrus fresh is what I diffuse in my dog room. I have 3 dogs. Citrus fresh all the time. Love it. Smells great. Doesn't smell dog, smells great, right? It's a blend of orange, grapefruit, mandarin, tangerine, lemon, and spearmint. That's the kicker, right? Citrus oils and a little bit of spearmint, the perfect diffuser and cleaning companion, because the citrus oils are really happy. And then that slight mint smell, it comes in and it just helps it feel really, really fresh and clean. I love to put Citrus Fresh on my dryer balls in my laundry room. The clothes come out smelling amazing, amazing. So you can ditch the dryer sheets and get your dryer balls and put your Citrus Fresh on it, or lemon, or anything. Okay, calming the heart. So now, emotions. Oils can help with emotions too. They're so, so, so good for emotional health. They work with both the physical body, and they release stored emotions. Oils can help you release those stored emotions, and they can also be used aromatically to shift your mood. And I've done that so many times. If I'm just in that kind of place, I'll just put in a really high frequency, yummy oil, and within minutes, I can feel things dissolving, emotions are leaving. It's great because our sense of smell is the only sense that we have that's connected directly to that amygdala, where we store all of our emotions and all of our senses. So it goes directly to work with all that stuff. So let's just talk about Stress Away. Excuse me, I'm going to take a glass of water. Stress Away is like a tropical vacation in a bottle. It can help you breathe. And it also can help you realize that you can change your thoughts to maybe taking yourself to a place to calm down. So when we have an emotion that we consistently push down and don't release, it can be felt and stored somewhere in the body. It doesn't leave. It doesn't leave until we deal with it, guys. Just because you're pushing it down doesn't mean it's gone. It's going to stay there and it's going to fester. So we can inhale oils on those parts of the body. There's different parts of the body that hold different emotions. And you can put oils on those parts of the body, and they will help you release and bring out and let go of those stored emotions. So the next time you feel stressed or over anxious or overwhelmed, notice where you feel that in your body, and stop for a minute and check in with your physical body. So sometimes you may feel a knot in your stomach, a clenched jaw, tension in your shoulders. Grab your bottle of Valor. Oh, I love my Valor. And apply it to the area on your body where you feel tension or discomfort, and breathe in deeply. We can also proactively center our emotions. So even if you're not in the throes of it, you can do this to proactively keep your emotions at their best, right? You can take a few moments to identify what your emotional ruts are. You can journal. You can practice inhaling Valor and Stress Away while meditating or practicing the opposite emotion. You can do this daily to create a habit. So for example, if you feel nervous to go outside of the home, grab your Valor and inhale it while you picture yourself being brave and comfortable outside your home. If a situation makes you feel anxious or stressed, grab your Stress Away, breathe deeply as you mentally walk through the scenarios. Our brains are so complex and they're beautiful. And you can add visualization and essential oils together to make new pathways in the brain and open you up to more freedom. So it can really change things for you. It's really amazing. Energy. Who needs some energy in their bodies? All right. If you are tired of dragging through the day, if coffee and sugary sodas aren't helping, but they're just providing extra calories and a nasty afternoon crash, well then, here we go. Let's do this. These two favorites can go a long way when it comes to energizing your day. So if you need a little help on your early morning drive to not zone out when you're working on a computer, or just a little sensory experience, or maybe you're doing your taxes, grab that peppermint. Put a little peppermint on the back of your neck feels so great. I like to put some right here on my forehead. Do not get it near your eyes, and do not then later on forget that you had it on your fingers and rub your eyes. Don't do that. But the scent is so invigorating and it tingles. So it really helps your mind and body come back and comes back into connection. You can also diffuse peppermint. I love to diffuse peppermint. It gives you a boost of morning energy. I love peppermint and orange in my diffuser in my kitchen in the morning. It's so, so great. It's also great with Citrus Fresh. Okay, now the queen. We've got the queen here in the room. We can't talk about energy without mentioning Ningxia Red. This is our fuel full of antioxidants. Remember I said we're going to come back to this. We were talking about aging and the skin, and there's other ways to help fight that. Here is your best friend for that, Ningxia Red. This supplement is so important for our energy, and it supports immune and hormone health. It's the highest known protection against the dangerous superoxide free radicals. It also really supports eye health. You guys, I just had eye surgery and I double down dogged with my Ningxia Red. I think I did more than double. I think I tripled my Ningxia Red intake for the past 5 weeks that I've been recovering and before I went into surgery. And I really feel like that's one of the reasons I got a great bill of health when I went to the doctor this week. She was like, wow, you're doing really great. But so this is what the power that is in this Ningxia Red drink. This is what it would take to eat or drink in order to get what you get in 2 ounces of this drink. Are you ready? 4 pounds of carrots, 2 quarts of carrot juice, 8 oranges, 1 pint of orange juice, 2 pounds of beets, 2 cups of beet juice, 3 cups of raspberry, and 2 cups of blueberries. This is a no-brainer. This is when people come to me with a lot of different stuff and you don't know where to start, I always say start with Ningxia Red. Because Ningxia Red is a full body wellness product. It hits everything. It's so great and it tastes so good. All right, almost done. You hanging in with me? All right, let's just talk about diffusing for a second. Let's just talk about diffusing is quite possibly the easiest habit that you could get into as a daily thing. Not only will your house and your office or wherever you're diffusing, will it just smell amazing, but it's going to support specific body, whatever you need it to support. At the same time, you need some respiratory TLC, do that Raven lemon and lavender, or what I like to do is LLP, lavender, lemon, and peppermint. That is awesome for your respiratory system. You feeling a little stress, break out the peace and calming the stress away, having trouble calming your thoughts before bed, frankincense and lavender, right? You get to, so when you get the starter bundle, I love to talk about these two diffusers you're seeing. When you get a starter bundle with Young Living, you get to choose, it comes with a diffuser and you get to choose which one you want. So here's the thing, the one on the right is like a fan favorite. We all love this. Let's just talk about this a little bit, okay? It's called the Aria. It is beautiful. This is for your nice living room. It looks like a piece of art. You will want it displayed. It's very stylish. It has music in it, and you actually can attach it to your Bluetooth, so you can use it as a speaker with your music, or it already has soothing music that goes along with it. And it's just beautiful. It is made of American maple and glass, and it's beautiful. Now, when you get the starter kit, you pay additional for that. You don't have to pay additional for this other one on the left, the Desert Mist. That just comes with it for no extra cost. If you want the Aria, you got to pay a little extra. But let me tell you, I have had people come to me and say they want to buy the Aria diffuser. I say, no, no, no. You want to get a starter bundle with the Aria diffuser. You know why? The starter bundle with the Aria diffuser costs $20 more than just getting the Aria by itself. $20 more. And did you see how many oils you get with the starter bundle, we're about to talk about that. But anyway, if you ever want an Aria, just get another starter bundle. That's what I say. So the Desert Mist is so easy and so functional, and it is indestructible. It is indestructible. It's great. It's beautiful. It's functional. It's great for carrying around. I take it to all my classes. It never breaks. It functions as a humidifier. All of these do, really. Humidifier, atomizer, and an aroma diffuser in one product. So it's really, really great. I love to run my diffuser at night in my bedroom, because just think, while you're sleeping, you are supporting your health. You're doing something incredible for your body. All of that goodness, whatever you choose to put into that diffuser, is going into your body all night long as you are breathing. You're not doing anything extra. It's not taking any more of your time to get healthy. You're just breathing like you normally do while you sleep. It's beautiful. So, oh, you do get a few little extra surprises. Let's just talk about these little extras that are thrown into the starter bundle as well, because they're really, really great. You do get a Thieves Hand Sanitizer, which is hands down, no pun intended, it's the best sanitizer in the world, right? It's great for like washing your hands on the go. It cleans your hands without leaving them dry. It is not drying at all. I know so many people during the pandemic that had to wash their hands over and over, like people in the hospital setting and stuff like that. They said their skin was like cracking because they were having to do this so often. This hand sanitizer is moisturizing, and it kills 99.9% of bacteria. So it's so, so great because it uses natural products. It's powered by plants. The Thieves Spray is like a little baby disinfectant that you can go and spray anywhere you want. So just think steering wheels, restaurant tables and menus, airplane trays, armrests, anything you want to keep clean before you touch it. It makes everything clean, just kills all those germs. And then then you get these little roller fitments. You see those little silver tiny things? You can put those on top of any of your oil. I did it here. You can see I did it with my Panaway. Oh, here's my Panaway. I was looking for it. Here's my Panaway. I love to put it on Panaway because personally, I'm not going to diffuse Panaway. Some people do. I won't. I use it. Oh, I use it like this. And it makes it just so much easier. And a little other tip, once you get your Panaway down to half, or if you have an extra bottle that you can pour half of it into when you first get it, fill it up with a carrier oil, because this baby will last forever, and you just don't want it to go too soon. Okay, so now loyalty rewards. Let's just talk about this for a hot minute, because really, when you order your oils, you have two choices. You can just order them as a shop order. That means just place a one-time order, or you can put your order under loyalty rewards. So really, this is you get the best bang for your buck with this if you want to get, or if you want to start changing your life out, because you will need to order something every month if you're changing out your little habits, right? You might first start with the oils, then you're going to get the Ninja Red, and you're going to change out some of the products in your home, your Thieves Cleaner and your laundry detergent and your dishwasher soap. Anyway, it's the best way to do this because you can choose any date that you want to order. It starts being the day that you place your first order, but you can change your order date at any time. You can order whatever you want. You change out your order every single month. You need to go in and do that, but you can change it and put anything in there. You start earning points back, which are like money, at 10%, whatever you buy from day one. And then after 3 months, you start earning 20% back. And after 2 years, you're earning 25% back. So right now, as I said, I've been with Young Living for 14 years. I get 25% back on my loyalty order. So when I spend $100, 100 PV, I get $25 to put my little kitty. Guys, I spend more than 100. So almost every month, I can go cash those in and buy products. It's the best way to get free products. Oh, and now they've started this new thing on your second loyalty order. You know, you place one, and then the second month, when you place your next order, they will send you a free diffuser, if your order is over 50 PV. So that's a really, really great perk. And I know you might be saying, if you get this, if you get the premium starter bundle, oh, well, I get a diffuser. Yes. And diffuser in every room of your house. Literally in this room, I have 3 diffusers. In this room, I have 3 diffusers. I usually only run 2. I have a diffuser in every single room of my house, in every bathroom, in the kitchen, in the living room, in the den. I have them everywhere. So getting a second diffuser is such a perk. So you get all that stuff, and after 3 months, they send you a free oil for being a loyal orderer. After you get one at 6 months, 9 months, and then every year thereafter, they send you a nice little free oil. So it's just the absolute best way to get started. Okay, so we talked about all of this in the starter bundle. It really is the best way to get started in an oily lifestyle. Depending on your issues, though, it might not be for you. Like I said, the Ningxia Red is amazing, and we have a Ningxia Red starter bundle. If you want to start cleaning out your home and detoxifying your home, we have a Thieves starter bundle that gets rid of, you can get all the Thieves products that change out your home, or you can create your own. You don't need to buy a bundle. You can buy anything you want, but the bundle does save you a ton of money. As you can see, look at this, guys. Look at what the retail price of all this is. It's just the best bang for your buck. And just to go over what you get, we did cover almost everything in the kit, I think, but you get a diffuser, frankincense, lavender, lemon, peppermint, citrus fresh, Digest, Thieves, Pan Away, Peace and Calming, Raven, Stress Away, Valor, the Fitmints, the Thieves Spray, the hand sanitizer, and 2 Ningxia Red packets. So you can try it that way. So now, if you are not already a Young Living customer and you wanted to start today, I've got something really exciting to tell you. That for the month of April, Young Living is saying anyone who starts with Young Living, who has never ordered before, will get 10% off of any 100 PV order and 20% off of a 200 PV order. So that's a nice little perk. And as a welcome gift, we'll be giving you a eucalyptus globulus essential oil, which is wonderful for breathing. So it's a great time to chime in and get started. All right, I am going to stop the share and I'm going to come back to you, and let me stop the recording. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. And I hope to see you and hear from you all again. And stick with me, my live audience. Stick with me here.